is basically guaranteed.
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias?
It's unfortunate. The black tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Sarces. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
This is a departed spirit?
Is that all?
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well, regrettable.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Chaos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're not...
Kaos. This name sounds...
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. The souls of people.
What? But...
Beats me. For all I know, you're just... Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sight.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might...
Fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this would be very amusing. So,
Of course. I'm just... If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come...
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphor...
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not...
I would sooner throw myself off the... I am Calypso of the Eminent Seven Sage.
Calypso. She's one of the seven. No, she can't be. Hey, Sarces. Does the name Calypso ring a bell? Daggone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth.
We're here. Finally. So, very well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself. So, I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides. Behind the closed door. This time, the voice.
Since we've come this far, let's...
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some...
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst case scenario is that he's already been...
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can... And besides, we both know Chaos's nature. A deliverer like him...
That reminds me, why are you making this...
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flower...
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than...
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kefali. But no, I will not do that because another one of my conjectures, one that I have fusing a mortal soul with that of a titan to replace said titan.
What are you thinking?
Just amazed at how this towering tree is Cersei's divine body.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. But...
Merely something from the...
events of the past, huh? I stood at this very spot back then. Imagining the day...
You're a sky priest, yet you study at a place that is home to the Reason Titan.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquala's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all, the titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphoria...
Yes, I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila. It's just... I never thought Grey would meet with something like that.
Bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself up over it. Besides, Aglaya needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happened to the Grove.
Yeah, there is no rest for the wicked. In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills...
What about you? Will you...
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard?
With the vast amount of knowledge it holds, this academy is akin to a labyrinth of information. Even the cleverest of scholars would... In the myths, Aquila, the Titan who reigns over the domain of the skies, is a colossal bird that Hyacinth's forebears were priests who worshipped Aquila. Nobody is more familiar with the taboos of the Sky Titan than her. Seeing how in Amphorius, Titans are a common topic of discussion. People create myths that in turn is there a way to step out of this? Titans and Eons are two distinct classes of beings. Titans can communicate with us humans. In this regard, Titans can be said to be a lot. Chrysos heirs are humans who possess heroic qualities, with most of them demonstrating Wait. Something about... Guided by the prophecy, the heroes are on. As I expected, the prophecy. Guided by the prophecy. As I expect. Chrysos heirs are. Wait. I should Nobody could have ever imagined that her life. I should have done more to keep her safe. But it's not. The Grove is a veritable library of. The clock is ticking. The night sky feels unusual now that I've gotten used to the eternal light of Akama. These are what's that underneath it? As I expected, the Grove doesn't forbid discussions about the sky. I'll hold on to this for now. With any luck, this Huh? That's Hyacinth. Why is she surrounded by so many...
Really now? Or you could sit back and watch.
I can't tell if you're serious.
I'm kidding, Danny.
Night falls. Good night.
Who made it wait?
Stars, shine for the heroes.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Don't be rash.
Till we meet again. Embrace a new life.
This place is practically an...
The black tide is remarkably quick to Anyway, never mind that for now.
Anaxagoras. He's the scholar who fused himself.
This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was research.
Finan said Anaxa might be opposed to the flame.
Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to vet yet. It is also this very blasphemer that Circe...
I picked up a scroll on my way here too.
Oh? Let me have a look. By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of...
There's still much I don't know about the...
Sure, go ahead. The Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought. While all 7 schools, as the sage of the Venerationists, Euthyphro, if we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton, then...
A very
Nearly everyone in Amphorius has heard the story of the skyships by now. That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships.
That was a joke.
Newsporists primarily study the application of everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has never stopped him from sharing his ideas, no matter how taboo. Newsporists primarily everyone considers Anaxa. Anaxa often says that, perhaps, to him, the crash of the skyship carries a It's a shame.
Don't worry about it. There's something else that's caught my attention.
That's what I'd like to know. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove? This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove, other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find... We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocaramists...
That doesn't seem like a nice thing to...
Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny.
Well, if you don't mind.
Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dick. There are too many books in the Library of Philia.
Agreed. There's still several more scrolls strewn all over the place. Impressive. This is about...
I can already see what they must have written.
Does Anaxa hold...
Why else would they call him the great performer? Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are
an uncanny impersonation.
They marched him straight to the seat of judge, though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholars' allegations, or face expulsion from the Grove. The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and...
Am I supposed to put myself... Based on the history of the Flame Chase...
Anaxa said the same thing then. Needless to say, his critics... You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact...
That's a serious allegation.
Anaxa always wears an eye patch. Never remove. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili. And this is thankfully they had no way to put one by one. Anaxa engaged in wars of words. It was only after a brief silence that he answered. I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs.
What he didn't say, that the Titans are not noble, rings louder in this case.
Yes. I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved. But what's for certain, at least, is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the Grove. By the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the Grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate. I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones.
Given the Grove's meticulous approach to archiving, could there really be...
It's a well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal, even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from access with the Grove in this state. I'm sure Anaxa won't be mad even if we sneak it.
These trees, they're like a maze.
This is the place. But materials for alchemical experiments, matrix diagrams.
No wonder we didn't Have you ever been here before?
No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, but Professor... Huh? That bookshelf over... What's going on? Anaxa is conducting research on our friends in Alchema, and...
This journal contains several intriguing points. From the Abyss of Fate to Castrum Crumnos, I've seen many but fusing them with human souls through alchemical means? Anaxa seems to hold special interest in the divinity coursing through the Chrysos Heir's veins.
It wouldn't have been so strange if he had focused only on Cassie, given her own curiosity about her origins. But now, it seems Anaxa's objective was never to create medicine, but to identify the origin of the gold.
Through alchemy, Anaxa aims to refine the golden blood in the Chrysos heirs to a degree of purity equal to divinity. This must be what he means by close to true purity. But treating both Titan creations and the human body as materials to be used in alchemy experiments?
Danny, look at this. My biggest fear. It's come true. Anaxa was carrying out experiments on...
Do you mean he's trying to reconstruct human souls alchemically?
Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had to keep hidden from...
What's wrong?
Do you remember when the Black Tide was approaching? The Grove had planned to send Cersei's core flame...
But Cersei's took over his body and resurrected him, which led...
That's right. But what if Professor Anaxa's fusion with the core...
What do you mean?
Put yourself in his shoes. Knowing that the Black Tide was closing in...
I'd put my theories to the test, no matter the cost.
Exactly. When the Black Tide came, the true reason Anaxa headed to the Luminary?
Did he succeed?
No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. The manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away.
Could he have taken them from...
Like, what? There's only... No.
To conceive an entity of perfection, one must first
He's after
Sir, this sky above us.
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection. The day-night cycle has been lost to this world, so that students like you may still learn about the night sky, much like how the sky above the holy city is also...
So, the skies of...
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. You should know that only a child... Often people know more than they let on.
And they're just deluding themselves. People believe in Kephali's tale of Genesis. Accepting wholesale, we have already realized that we live in a world where titans make the rules. Even when we...
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child.
Why? Because we'll face death by...
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably... But above all else, my days are numbered. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no need...
But I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right.
You're right. I shall do just... Go. Establish your own school of thought. Find out what we are. Become the one who conquers the...
Child of humanity, you didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kephali. Just...
So, you figured it if I were as foolish as Atromus. Perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness.
Before such power, does it make any...
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threatened to swallow them, they didn't just give up and become sitting ducks. They call me a blasphemer, Circes. But that doesn't mean I deny the... As I see it, Titans.
Oh, if power that rivals the Titans is what you crave, why...
Why stop at harnessing the power of the source of life is what I wish to grasp. To understand what, thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify, in more ways than one, that the soul indeed ceases to exist. How then is a soul born?
And by the sound of it, you have...
No, I have already drawn a conclusion.
Professor Anaxa. I'm here. Her life...
Of course, I'll bring this to a conclusive end. However, in accordance with the principle...
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might be?
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life.
I see.
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' where...
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck in a as unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance. They aren't. The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier.
Professor!
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event.
Of course you, because that wasn't you. That...
Calypso.
That's the name I made up on a whim when speaking. And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people...
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into... Use your head, Circes. Since all of this took place in the realm, the living cannot step foot into that world. So who could they be? Think about Calypso. The answer is evident, is it not? Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing.
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping the...
I knew you would say that, but it matters not. I know what I'm doing.
Actually, you can revive a Titan?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods. But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective. If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did.
I have news from Hyacinth and Danhung. Anaxa might be trying to do something with Kefali's divine body.
Kefali? But what could Anaxa want? Is the Council of Elders going to sit around and let such a sacrilegious act unfold?
That is not possible. He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his tricks.
I'm sorry.
No need for guilt, for this is good news to us. The Council of Elders has found themselves a traitorous ally. Anaxa's ambitious desires will be something we can exploit. What we should be doing now is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever trickery Kindness is up to, and react accordingly to thwart her plans. Being Akima's political center, the Demigod Council holds just as much significance as the Vortex of Genesis. Someday, after my duty is over, this site will take the place of the battlefield where you hunt gods, become the next challenge you are to overcome. Till then, it's best to get used to this place as soon as possible.
Preposterous! The Christos heirs only have their standing because of the Council of Elders! How dare they trample over it!
Oh, wow. These people are shooting daggers with their eyes.
It's been a while. That's fine. I recognize you. The young lord has nothing but good words about your courage.
It has indeed been some time, Lord Krateros. What brings you here in such haste?
Shh. Keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty work for Kindness. I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in.
My bad. So, Did
you hear thunderclaps last night? Hacker.
She's been through a lot lately. Please pardon her. Can you tell us more about these thunderclaps?
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord. He threw a speed.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos Arena.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never back down from a fight.
You have my gratitude. I will.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious Kindness has been unusually active lately. Those lackeys she keeps under cover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days. Some even seem to be getting Kremnoans to defect to the council.
That's her.
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you for the intel, Lord Crateros.
By carefully into Lent and above, as the...
They're here. The Christ...
Oh, I should have gone back home.
Oh, Titans! Please! Forgive these arrogant...
Aglaya, what happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long. This has come a lot sooner than I expected.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate, but that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw.
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today. Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kephale's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat, with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have. Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an eye?
Are we supposed to send Amphorius back to Era Chrysia?
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council...
Let the 3 Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again. Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages, and Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death. With the help of these 2 heroes, I can promise all of you...
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaya isn't fit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos.
Era Chrysia! Era Chrysia!
Era Chrysia!
Castorus? Why are you standing over there?
You finally arrived, Anaxa. So have you, Cass.
Don't worry, Aglaya. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do? Tell me, dear citizens, if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death.
He's one of the seven sages.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists...
Remember what I previously said? Kephale's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Bagusa's water curtain will be a... Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you
If we eliminate death, then there's no need for us to... Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary...
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to end.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence.
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. For Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
What?
With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorus